The drill instructor Keith Sadies inspects the 104th Cadet Corps recruits, hurling insults and punishments to those who give him unsatisfactory answers. Those who have witnessed the horrors from 2 years ago are exempt from the abuse. Their resolve was already tempered by the hellish incident 2 years ago, and their eyes showed a different expression. Gene Kirstein speaks to Sadies, expressing his plans on entering the military police in the interior, which gains a scoff from the instructor. Sadies assure them they're useless to the Crown in their current state. Then he finds Sasha Browse munching on a stolen potato while in formation. She is punished to run around the fields until she feels like dying. Despite this, losing rights to dinner was her biggest complaint. That evening, Eren and the other cadets find that carts have taken the dropouts to work the fields. Such is the fate of those who can't cut it in the Corps. Eren reveals that he and Armin are from Shiganshina, which gains the curiosity of everyone. Eren explains to them what happened, describing how the colossal and armored Titan managed to breach the walls. When asked about regular Titans, Eren feels the tinge of pain and remembrance, but he tells them those aren't a big deal. With the use of omnidirectional gear, they'll be able to defeat them. Gene thinks he's crazy for wanting to join the Scouts. Eren retorts that joining the military police is for big shots. The two have a standoff for a minute until Gene apologizes and the two shake hands. Gene sees Mikasa and gets smitten, but gets disappointed when he finds out she's with Eren. That night, Sasha passes out after her punishment. Thankfully, 2 other cadets feed her and take her to bed. The cadets move on the next day to train with omnidirectional gear using wires connected to mounted poles. Many, including Mikasa, get the hang of it immediately, but Eren can't even bring himself to stand straight. Mikasa and Armin help him train that evening, to no avail. During dinner, Eren dreads that he may be unable to cut it. Armin tells him to try the next day again, but Mikasa suggests they quit instead. Throwing away their lives is no laughing matter, and it's not up to them if Eren can be a soldier. Not wanting to quit, Eren begs Gene and Connie to help him figure out the use of omnidirectional gear. The two tease him for acting tough the previous days when he doesn't have talent. Eren moves on to Bertholdt and Reiner for advice, but they can't provide anything. Why they want to be soldiers after what they saw in Shiganshina. They can't just stand by and do nothing. They're from south of Wall Maria, who also encountered the Titans that night. Everyone was so panicked that they didn't remember what had happened. The 4 bond over their kinship as they're the only ones who've seen the horror firsthand. They go outside to discuss their reason for joining the Corps, and Eren swears that he wants to kill them all, and Reiner assures him that he can pass the exam the next day. I want to kill them all. He can pass the exam the next day. Eren faces Sadies alone in the training ground with all the other cadets looking at him. They watch in anticipation as the wires are pulled loose. Eren manages to stay upright, but soon falls upside down. Still, he doesn't give up. Sadies finally realizes his unit was defective and told him to switch belts with another cadet. After doing this, Eren finally manages to pass. Not quite sure how this gear can help fight the Titans, but it serves the rule of cool. Rating 3.5 out of 5.